What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the continuation of Week 19 here in the Coalescence. Act 5! Thank you for joining us at Roleplaying Unlimited tonight here on Sunday evening, welcoming Stu Crew back for the 19th time this campaign. I, of course, am your host, Tragically HP, wishing you all well and hopefully a stress-free and productive and profitable work week for all of us ahead. Let's get all set up here. Let's get in the Discord and kick this shindig off.
What's about to happen is going to be hard to watch.
No soundbite?
What are you talking about? I played something.
No, the soundbite didn't appear for us, man. At least on my end.
I heard it. I'm hearing it now.
That's right.
I heard it.
What?
Oh, that's right. I forgot I muted your soundboard last stream.
Son of a bitch.
I forgot I muted your soundboard.
How dare you? That's going to be an immediate white 3E
What?
level drain right there.
What you think you're gonna be able to do to Ballard? You can't even change his maximum health pool.
I can do
I
that.
was gonna
No,
say,
you can't.
do we have to change things now because it's the end of April for our 40 extra hit points and temp?
Oh, that is correct. You know, I think I overlooked you, but otherwise I think everybody else I got. So yeah, the 40 extra HP would at this point expirated. So yeah, looks like you would drop down to, I guess, 94 and 52 accordingly.
Done and done.
And yeah, we are here just briefly checking out the regional map. Swan Crew is actually all done with their adventure here in the Hudor Mountains, and presumably we'll be heading to the other side, back to greener pastures, this coming Sunday. But for right now, here on Stu Crew, we are at the entrance to the Ukorian wasteland. And let's get back to that map.
Oh, that's right. That's where we're at.
We were in the middle of a fight.
Oh yeah,
Daniel,
we got a proper kerfuffle going on here. What's up?
Daniel, you said that the Beskar coupons that we get from like the Lost Dice game and all that, those are you can use those like transferable, like you can use like it for 10k purchase and still have 40k left. Or do I have to use it all in one? So like it.
Oh, I got it.
The entire thing's gone.
Yeah, that's totally possible. You can
Okay.
You can have change, so to speak.
Okay, cool. I mean, yeah, I'll mark it down and all just so that I can keep track of it. But I'm gonna use it on the D12 for the session so that I can have
neat.
40k left.
All right. And that does remind me, I'm going to try to start addressing this at the start of each session, but it's likely to take me a while before it becomes habit, if it ever does at all. But our start of session Beskar rewards. This is your time to purchase, redeem any of those if you so wish. And yeah, we'll open that up for a few moments here. We'll take a little Jeopardy break, gardening off camera, and we'll check back and see if anybody else has anything in that respect before we properly roll back into the combat here. Quick question also, who cast the fog cloud? Was that Priyu?
I don't.
It looks like Priyu is the only one that has concentration on it.
Tasty burger.
Yeah, it is a tasty burger.
I don't see anybody else with concentration on.
I think it was Priya.
Right. Oh, and looks like Puck's HP maxed out there when she got her level up, but as I recall, she was hurting in a bad way. So yeah, I think we'll meet halfway there and take that. Um.
I think my health just went down too.
Oh yeah, yeah. The extra 40 HP that everybody had for the month of April for our streamiversary. Those bonuses are all now expired, so all your HP went back to where it was.
Ah.
I don't see Juicy Boy's hit points.
Yeah, it looks like Puck did her level up, but I don't see
Who the hell is Juicy Boys? What the hell are you referring to?
the juicer.
This guy right down here.
Kayla, did you roll for hit points or did you take the average?
the
Because I don't see anything
big
here in
guy.
the chat.
I'm not too sure.
If
it
she
just-
didn't click anything, it defaults to average. Yeah.
Yeah, it just kind of defaulted.
Okay, okay. So you should have gotten 5 HP, so I actually shorted you 1 right there. You should be at 10 of 45, because I think you were at 5 before you did your level up.
Yes, I was. I'm sorry about that.
No problem. It's an automatic thing with Roll20 when you level up. It just assumes that you're getting a long rest, but that is not always the case.
Yep, it's very annoying for everyone, especially for spellcasters, because it resets all your spell slots as well.
Oh boy, yeah, that can be a bit of a pain. Alright, what's going on here? Now I can't track the rage. There we go. Alright. So yeah, we'll kick off with Ballard here. Jax is somewhere in that fog cloud there, as best you know. You don't actually know for a fact that he has vanished here, but we're also going to bring...
As far as I know, before the fog cloud went up, he was like directly next to the car over here. That's all I know for sure.
Correct. And Lovelar is actually going to be joining us inside the Radmobile. And go ahead and roll an initiative for your character, just so we can get you placed in the turn order.
Woo, it's not a nat 1. Let's go.
Heck yeah! Alright, we'll take that. So Ballard, you've got the top. And go right ahead. The drones are up on top of the storage containers. You can still hear them stomping around up there, and then the other two, you can kind of hear them moving around in the haze, but otherwise...
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I know I can't see them, but these two were down on
Correct.
next to the car, right?
Correct.
Either way, my plan was to run out of here because I picked up my weapon last turn. I will use my bonus action to light my greatsword on fire.
Welcome to Bashi.
And I'm gonna hold my action here because I'm gonna stare menacingly at this guy.
Well, okay. Raider drones. Oh, good. I gave them blind sight. Alright. Give me a stealth check for Lovelar as well, as you appear inside the vehicle and can see these drones stomping around outside of the tinted windows looking for any sign of target. All right.
Was all more in that nat 20 that I just wasted. That one hurts.
Oh, that's a shame.
Lovelar uses heavy armor?
Yep, I do.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Alright, so our drones right next to the vehicle seem to be aware that the target has somehow absconded inside the vehicle. They think you're Jax, and he is notoriously difficult to hit, so they are going to go all out, trying to get you out of this vehicle.
Am I considered the driver?
You have full cover. You are actually a passenger. So they're just literally blasting the exterior of the vehicle, hoping to, penetrate the the armored hull or like maybe knock a door off its hinges.
Oh, you're cutting out a bit. But I think I heard enough. Don't I have full cover for this?
Yes. Am I cutting out for everybody?
Nope, you were clear to me.
Oh, yeah, I
Clear
can
to
hear
me.
fine.
All right. Yeah, that is my heart jumped there. We're 20 minutes into the stream, and I just got the new modem and everything hooked up. I'm like, are we doing this again? Are we really doing this again? All
It
right.
might just be Levelar's
Yeah, I
connection.
mean, if it's one person, that's totally what it likely is. But when the whole party can't hear me, that's usually the precursor to the stream crashing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm back. I can hear people now.
But yes,
Woo!
indeed, as a passenger, you have full cover. They have blind sight, so they know you're in there. So they're just going to try and blast you through the full cover, i.e., they're going to try to destroy the car to get you out of it.
Fun. Okay, that's cool.
And that is 21 points of damage against the Radmobile. Thankfully, this thing has a pretty powerful hull, but yeah, I think we're going to need to get its character or its token lined up with its character sheet. Radmobile.
Na 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 Radmobile.
Okay, so 21 damage. Radmobile has taken a pretty nasty couple of shots there, but thankfully half of those attacks missed its mighty armored hull. The other two drones, I believe, were aiming down at Ballard, who is now run way the hell over there. What the hell is that range?
80. 85 for him.
85. Well, blind sight's helpful, but not if you're outside of my 60 feet. Mother. Alright. Oh, I can see Rala standing right out there in the open. That's convenient. So yeah, I think we will burn our final shots from this weapon here on Rala. We were expending quite a bit of them on Jax, but yeah, the antimatter rifle can be nasty. If you get shot with it, it's a disintegration rifle, so you don't want to get killed with this. Alright. Yep, Rala's AC has been set back to the default. Have to manually change that to the 18 every level up. So, starts with a miss, and then hit, hit, hit. 27 necrotic, 29 necrotic. I think those two shots alone will drop Rala to 0, and then the third shot, thankfully, because you're prone, is going to count as a natural 1.
Rala has necrotic resistance.
Okay, so you're going to counter my good news with your own good news, and then I'm going to counter that with some bad news. Then 25 is going to hit for another 11 points in necrotic right there.
Oh God.
Instead of being unconscious and in dreamland and thanking the GM for sparing you the travesty of this combat, you can throw middle Talon over in Xavier's direction for making you stay here in the pain.
Oh God.
The middle Talon. Alright, that is it for the drones. And, okay, so yeah, in total it's what, 13, 14, 27 plus 11 is 38 total necrotic there. So you're still up with 9 hit points, and Rala's turn is up.
Right when all my big HP is gone too. God.
Yes, indeed. We got a nice boost there in the middle of a combat a month ago, but now all of a sudden everything sets back to normal.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to take some cover.
Don't poke your eye out on any of those spikes.
God. Might as well just go over to the truck. Xavier is. Use my dash action. Guess what use am I even gonna be able to do now?
You gonna fly up on top of the spike mobile?
I don't think. Oh God. There's no way of cover, is there?
I mean, there are, but maybe not necessarily from everyone. Because everybody's kind of spread out here. You move from one area and you just attract somebody else's attention. There are a couple spots that are pretty out in the open, like maybe like way the hell down here, for instance. You'd be pretty safe, but that is a distance.
Burger King.
Ah, yes, he loves his burgers.
I think I'll just end my turn for right now.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, looks like move and dash probably. So we'll pass it over to the Raider King, who now has a little Burger King crown.
Yeah, I thought you were on
Going.
Burger King, man.
Yeah, that's right. One less round of our adrenalized juicer concoction.
As my reaction, can I shout, McDonald's is better?
You can, which is going to cause him to just bash his head repeatedly into the fuel tanker right here next to him. And crack that sucker open, and now there's gasoline everywhere. He's covered in it, and because he's a juicer, he doesn't give a fuck. He actually lights himself on fire and charges in. We'll erase all of that. It's not quite that extreme.
I was gonna say that would be really bad for him to light himself on fire while right next to the leaking gas tank.
It's fine! When they ask who betrayed, tell them 'twas Taserface.
Taserface?
I'm sorry, that's just the stupidest name.
It's so, I love that his dying words were that, and the reaction he sees as he's going down. It's the lady laughing at him. It's metaphorical.
I almost felt bad for him, like, genuinely.
Oh boy. I think we're gonna try to... We're gonna break out the laser rifle and just kind of scoot a little bit right here, and we're gonna take aim on Ballard a superfecta of times. And because we are juiced up right now, we have advantage on all attacks for the next 9 rounds now. So here we go, 4 of these. That's 28, 32, 25, and 24. Looks like 4 for 4.
Yeah, that would hit all.
Radiant damage if there's
I am
no
not
resistance.
resistant. Yeah.
Alright. 29, 39, 48. Then triple ones. Wow. What are the odds? I was like, 3 radiant. How did he do that? Wow, he rolled 3 ones on 3 die 8. Okay, 29, 39, 48, 51 radiant damage from all of that. And then we are... That will not help. Nope. Alright, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We're going to hustle around the back of the oil tankers. Back over here, or the gas drums, I should say. I'm probably going to use the terms interchangeably to sow confusion. Raider captains, your turn is up. Let's see, Rala's Knight just killed one of the standard raiders chilling out over there. Rala was our target before she ran off way the heck over in that direction. We have no idea where Puck is at. I don't think we can see Xavier from where we're at. I think he's outside of our 60 feet. Yep, the gloom is effing with us just as much.
I was just looking at the turn order.
Pretty.
Apparently, I got taken out of the turn order for some reason.
Oh, probably when you changed your token, maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it. My bad.
There's a 30-point initiative deduction for that atrocity.
Yeah, right.
You now go on 0. You can now go on negative 1.22. Which ironically is only one skip off of your previous initiative, because you went from first to last. It's pretty much the same thing. Alright, so Raider captains, we don't see Priu over there either, so I think Ballard and Rala are the ones that drew our attention recently, aside from Ark standing over here. So, yeah, sucks to be Ark right now. We're gonna spread out. And now that we've got you suitably pinned against the side of the storage container, open fire 6 times with our laser riffles. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy crap, there's a natural 20 in there. Ark is rocking an 18 AC, which means attack number 5 will miss. Otherwise, it is 5 out of 6 attacks. Holy moly.
One of them being a crit that hits.
31,
God.
39, 49, 55. 55 damage, and then an attack misses you, and then the final attack hits you for 13 radiant. So I believe the final shot drops Ark down to 0. Damn, damn, damn. Well, that is a horrible way to start off. And we're going to back... matter of fact, we're going to go the other way. We're going to get closer to the body. Now that we've dropped him. And yeah, Xavier can hear the gunfire from over there, but does not necessarily see anything. You can probably hear Burger King stomping around over here to the east.
I did not see the laser light go flying off and hitting Ark. All right.
You probably saw some
These-
flashes out there in the gloom, just maybe not necessarily precise details as to what. Unless your
Okay.
passive perception is a 35 like some of our characters, in which case you probably saw everything.
Nope. These drones here, they are
The
20
best.
feet up on top of them, right?
The 2 up there on the south are 20 feet high, yes.
Okay. I can see this one. So what I'm going to do is I will Eldritch Blast it twice and use my Repelling Blast with that.
Okay.
It's got my charisma on there. Everything looks good for the Eldritch Blast. Hopefully it rolls right.
What the hell is going on here with Ballard just pacing back and forth?
I'm playing teasing. I'm trying to tease him to come near me.
All right. Does the 18 and 21 hit?
They will both hit.
So that would be
Ooh.
23 plus 16. That would be 39 damage. And he gets knocked back a total of 20 feet.
Doesn't each shot knock me back 10 feet, though? Like, after the first 10 feet, I might, like, fall off the side, and then you don't see me anymore. Or I might fly out of your range, too.
Possibly, but usually the Eldritch Blast goes at the same time, like it's two beams that kind of shoot out. But it's however you want to play it.
I guess in this case, I'm going to land on top of the Radmobile over here. Dang it, why doesn't it allow me? Come on. Stop fucking with me. There we go. Go! Alright.
Would he take fall damage from that?
That's whose character sheet I lost. I would say a 6-sider.
Okie dokie. You want me to roll that?
Go right ahead.
4 more damage. And would he be prone from that fall?
Okay, slight rewind before we commit fully to this. I'm inside the fog cloud. Do you have means of seeing me?
Shoot, I forgot that that was a fog cloud there. No, I would not be able to see him. So, I can't target him.
Rewind that.
If I stand up onto the pipe, then can I see the Berserker boy here?
If you move up to the next pipe, the one just to your south, and then slide over to the east, like on top of the drum, you got a pretty much unobstructed view of him.
Okay, so 5, 10 to here is good, or I need to move one more? 15 to there.
Yeah, that would give you a very clear view. Anything beyond that is just gravy.
Alright, and then I will hit him with those Eldritch Blasts if that's okay. I don't know if you want me to re-roll or...
No, we'll
just
keep
use
those. The 20 or the 18 is a miss, however.
Okay.
21 is my AC exactly.
Alright, well I do have a force point each week, so I will, or each game, so I'll use my force point, I guess. Roll 2d6 and take the higher.
Oh, fuck. 23, okay, so... 15.
So that would be 18 plus 6.
Oh, man. I got shoved off the world!
Yep, 20 feet back, and then I will move back to where I was. And bonus action.
Yeeted off the world map.
Yeah. Bonus action, I will pop a supreme healing, I think I've got.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, I'll use a supreme healing as a bonus action, which
10
is
die
10
4,
die
20.
4.
Yep, 10 die 4 plus 20. While you chug a lug, we will pass it over to this guy.
He looks real happy when he's staring at me.
Looks like in another universe he could be perhaps brother or maybe first cousins with tongue-in-cheek. And I guess we're gonna go for... I mean, we've been using the automatic rifle and you're not up in our grill yet, so screw this noise. Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a. Oh dear. We came
22
close.
hits, but nothing else.
Oh, your AC says 23.
Oh, it is 23. I'm tired, man. Sorry.
No problem.
Valid.
He And we're gonna... My lord, don't forget about me! Don't come over here, there's some asshole blasting us from above. I'm actually falling off the world.
I'm gonna use my reaction to drink a potion. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay.
You can drink a potion. Is it? Oh, you mean a bonus
Eh,
action?
Well, as an action.
No, not a bonus action. Not yet. I'm holding my full. I held my full action. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Puck's turn is up, and thankfully nobody's been concentrating on her this round. But you can hear everything going on around you.
Yeah, I think I might stay there until, because my hit points are really low, and I don't want to endanger that, so...
What is your passive perception, by chance? It should be at the bottom of your skills. Or just under your skills, I should say.
It's a 12.
Fuck it. Roll perception. Oops. And I need to roll a dexterity check. I'm dropping everything that I try to put my hands on today.
Man, me too. I've thrown so many things today because they
Yeah.
just jump out of my hands.
Right? I sauteed some mushrooms in butter last night, but I didn't think I had, like, literally dipped my hands in the frickin' Kerrygold. Well, how perfectly average.
Would you like to take the 10 or the 10?
I don't know. This feels like an emergency, so calling Dr. Beat. We're gonna bring this one in. You're up in this area. You're desperately looking for some reprieve, perhaps a better place to hide, because you're pretty much like, if anybody comes around the corner here, they can't help but see me. And you spot this little elevated platform behind the sandbags, and there's an interesting blister pack of medication sitting up there that you didn't notice until just now.
Alright, I'll just go take a look and pick it up.
And these are common enough in our experience. We do find them in a variety of forms, usually in potions, sometimes bandages, sometimes in dust that you have to snort. In this case, they are in pill form, superior potions of healing, or superior pills of healing. Each one is worth 8d4 plus 8 of restoration.
The dust getting snorted is definitely getting our channel stricken again.
That's only on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and it's Cyberpunk setting. You guys got to give us a little leeway right there. We're trying to tell a story here, man. At least it's not like the old days where I was convinced for 6 months that because I inadvertently drew a Pac-Man on the stream that was what caused a 12-minute mute issue, and it was like, no, it was just the music. That was the problem. Just because even though I have the copyrights and the legal right to stream these songs, the automatic nature of the algorithm is to flag me as somebody violating the process, so I have to go through the appeals process a number of times before they finally realize, yeah, he's legit, now I don't get the strikes as often. Let that be a lesson to any of you who want to stream and use other people's music. If you get muted, that's probably what's happening right there, and if you have the legal right to use the songs, just go through the appeal muted track process.
Yeah, that's why I just play the music through my headphones and not on the actual stream itself.
Nice. All right.
So I'm gonna take. How many pills can I take in order to restore health?
You can take the entire thing into your possession, but you can only take 1 pill per round. And
Sounds
each
good.
of those will be 8d4 plus 8. It's probably going to get you about 35 HP on average, so you might be back up to full just by popping one of these as a bonus action.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. Do I have to roll anything?
The 8d4 plus 8.
Oh, look at that.
I don't know if I did that right.
45. You rolled the 4 die 8, but you didn't
Correct.
add the 8 to it.
It's
so-
it's 8 die 4.
Oh,
We rolled
yeah.
it backwards there.
so she was exit it.
So yeah, do
8 die 4 plus
plus 8.
Yeah.
In this instance, it got you pretty close to what you might have gotten
I'm so-
otherwise.
I
but
mean, you're coming closer to it.
Yeah, I'm so stupid right now.
all good. 8 4-sided dice plus 8.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm about to give up because I'm getting frustrated with
Are
myself.
you using the dice roller or are you typing in the command?
I'm using the dice roller.
So when you're in the dice roller, go ahead and hit the advanced dice roller on it. It should be at the bottom.
Alright, I did that.
And now you can, on the left, it shows how many dice you can roll. So go ahead and mark that to 8, change the dice to D4, and then right to the right of the plus sign, change that number to 8. There you go. That didn't add the 8, but that's fine. You can just manually add that.
Okay.
Yep, 28 HP. And the shortcut right there that Mike posted, yeah, /R space
Yeah,
whatever
that's-
dice combo is.
Mhm.
As you become more familiar with Roll20, the by far easier method to use, and I think the dice roller locks you out after like 9 or 10 dice. So on the rare occasion that you need to roll more than that, it's gonna make you do it in like 2 separate batches.
Yeah,
of
that
dice.
and if you use the command, you can do the special types of dice that we use that sometimes come up. Like
Oh
the
yeah, if like I'd
D3s
say
and stuff
roll
like that. Yeah.
roll a D17, you'd be like, what?
What now?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the command's the only way to roll those types of dice.
And, I think I took too long, so I'm just gonna end my turn there.
Roll 1d1 billion. All right, we're good.
Can I borrow 1d1 billion?
That's a
can.
damage. That's a nuke damage right there. You punch someone and the whole map blows up.
Oh, geez. These tokens are getting bounced all over the place. But yes, Lovelar is inside, and the bullets are peppering the hull around you.
Cool. So I assume that this is like some sort of garage.
It seems like it, but looking through the window ahead, you can see that it opens into a larger courtyard out here. If you
Oh, I
can...
mean, he would if there was no smoke. And
Oh, that's correct.
you
Yeah,
know.
you just see a whole shitload of fucking gloom around you right there.
So Lovelar, the reason for that is because I found out how much fun it is playing a low intelligence character. I'm very stupid, and it makes me very happy.
This might be the thing that works in my advantage here, bud. I think this might be the only thing I might be able to do.
Oh,
So
man.
keep that fog up while I do this. Actually, no, they have blind sight, so
They
fuck
do.
me. But the way forward is blocked off, correct? Like I just couldn't. Okay.
I mean, you can't
There are
even
2
see it to know
motorcycles there.
that. But
Yep,
this car, this vehicle literally does have a ramming prow, so as much as it would suck to have to wedge your own bikes out of the way, I mean, if it's that or you get just destroyed sitting in here completely trapped.
That's fair. How
Does this thing
Could
need
I-
keys?
It does not need keys.
So it's
See, the
old
problem
school,
is that
old
I don't
school
want
is
to break
hot
our
wire.
bikes.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally it's a push button start.
We're talking key fob. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, like it's pretty advanced for an older vehicle, but the guy who worked on it had some artificer levels, and he didn't
Did he
want to.
try to sprinkle? Did he try to sprinkle a little bit of garlic on the button?
Yes.
Wow, I am in. You know what? I'm gonna try something. Can I cast Nathair's Mischief, not centered, but like right above myself in a 10-foot cube, and would that hit both of the Raider drones?
Those two next to you are actually on the ground. I don't know if they're.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
And the measurements for the cube there on Roll20 don't come in accurately.
Yeah.
This right here would be a
The 10 by
10
10
foot
would just be a, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. It would just be a 2
So
by 2.
unfortunately, with the way they're spread,
Okay.
it's one or the other.
That's great. That's great. That's great. Yeah, I kind of assume that we want to keep the Excite bikes. Nice 80s reference, by the way.
Ah, good catch. Thank you.
I assume that we want to keep them, which puts my options a little limited.
I mean, I prefer
Just
to
remember,
keep
in
them,
game,
but
you
if
don't know that they're there. You just know you're inside this vehicle. You can't see anything, and people outside are shooting you.
Yep. I know.
I
You know
mean-
what?
we prefer to keep them, but if it comes to the bikes or you, I think we choose you.
Aw.
Pikachu,
Yay.
I choose you.
You shush.
Yeah, last resort. Love is absolutely gonna get into the driver's seat, and somehow knows what a push to start car is after trying to figure out like where the fuck the key is.
All
You can
right.
always back up too.
Well,
Like, does that
the
cost
gate
an
is
action
closed.
or anything?
Yeah, the gate is closed behind us, although he wouldn't know that either. It does not cost an action to operate the vehicle. It's going to use your movement in that respect. And the car has its own movement of 60 feet, depending on how fast you gun it. So, what's our getaway plan here?
Just for posterity, what's it sound like when Love revs the engine?
Oh yeah, this thing's got a V8. It is rocking some serious some vibes. Absolutely.
Oh hell yes, hell yes. He's gonna like keep his head down and just like try to keep the wheel straight as he just rams on the gas.
Do you think the car sounds like this?
Oh boy. All right, let's have you roll an intelligence attribute check followed by a dexterity attribute check. Acrobatics if you're trained in it.
He rolls the intelligence and fails, ends up throwing it in reverse. Fails his dexterity, spins it in a circle, taking out Raider drone number 2 while he does so.
I have a -1 intelligence.
He botches the intelligence check. Somehow the thing is now wheels up like a fucking turtle, and then the dex check is a natural 20, so it starts spinning around like Curly.
Wait, I don't think I don't think I had my finger pressed down for it. Since I know what cars are, can I get can I get advantage on the intelligence check? Since I just know.
Sure.
I've driven a couple. Cool. Cool. I can and will manipulate my way into better rolls.
Very nice. Well, look at that. You didn't even need it.
Oh, thank God. Oh, okay.
That's
Alright.
0 on the other side.
So you
though.
immediately accelerate and you impact these bikes, so you know that you're running into something, but it probably has not stymied the progress of the vehicle. Let's see how good your dexterity check is here.
I'm
Oh,
inspelling
boy.
that for him.
You just got
Roll
an
it again.
Dice
I'm
gods.
inspelling you.
Roll it again.
Better.
Alright.
Okay. I can't keep doing these low rolls, my guys.
So let's scatter the Excite bikes here.
Does that 13 do it?
And let's get to this point. It clogs briefly. He has to step on the gas again, and then he manages to bolt the Radmobile out here into the open waypoint station. Both of the bikes, after getting kind of caught near the narrow press of the storage containers, just kind of get ejected out of both sides. We're going to have you roll 5 dice 6 there, Lovelar. See how much damage each of these bikes are going to take. I love it because Jax isn't here. You guys are going to be like, if one of them gets destroyed. It's like, yeah, your bike got really fucked up, bro.
Jax didn't.
He's gonna
Sorry.
come back and be like, "What happened?"
Jax was the one driving the Radmobile.
Oh, was he driving the
all
Rad?
I know is, all I know is that if Bauer comes around the corner and his bike is destroyed, you might need to do some behavior control with him.
Ah,
Groveling indeed.
I will fuck you up.
Xavier sees his bike get smashed. He's just like, "What the fuck?"
best not to get attached to things.
Bauer's just gonna turn into a temperamental child.
Yeah, that
Oh my God.
that Marajango cloud right there, that Pre you summoned. You have managed to get the vehicle out of, and as soon as you can see again, you realize that it's the Excite bikes that you unfortunately rammed your way through. They seem operational enough, although they are kind of laying on their sides now. Guess we'll just do that to reflect that.
Put the
And
prone condition on him.
that. Otherwise, that is your movement right there. You were only able to get half of the movement because of the difficult terrain, the obscurement, and getting kind of hung up there for a few seconds. You can see the, what is it, for the Radmobile? I think it's got, yeah, the front guns. And unfortunately, we don't see anybody within line of sight that we could angle that, unless... Yeah, like if you... Yeah, if you come out of here and like do an immediate spin to the left, you could hit this one over here with the front guns.
If because I totally see Yungling, right? I'm totally absolutely gonna like spin it to the side and open up the door so that the Yungling can crawl in.
Our initiative has not yet come up, but it does begin to make forward progress in that direction.
Freaking
Hell yes.
Lavar just turned into a pro driver all of a sudden.
If you open up the Radmobile character sheet, you can click the front guns attack. We'll have to do a little manual bit right there as far as the attack roll goes. 16. So we're going to use +4 plus your dexterity mod. So that is a 20 plus whatever your dex mod is. That is going to hit this entire 10-foot cube right here, which we're going to assume you're aiming on the far side of, so that you're not also shooting our downed companion over here.
Yes, that is very correct.
And that's about a third of her hit points right there, as the little Gatling gun opens up right there on the front of the vehicle, and she's trying to take cover, but you managed to hit her AC by quite a bit.
This is nice. This is nice. The front guns, I assume, takes an action.
It does.
Give me 1 second.
All right.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I cannot do any of my healing that I thought I did. Never mind. That'll be the end of my turn.
We don't need any healing. All right, Priyu, let's pass it over to your turn.
So I've got a quick question. Was Lovelar and his fiascos enough to break my concentration on the fog cloud?
You didn't take any damage, so mechanically that would not be the case, but you're free to drop it
Okay.
if you want to. As far as you know, Jax
Nah.
is still in there, though.
Nah, I won't drop it. But because I have concentration, I can't remember. Does that mean I can't do anything this turn?
It means if you cast another concentration spell, it replaces it, but there's nothing preventing you from casting other spells, moving, doing your normal repertoire of actions.
That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure because I know concentration spells are a little confusing to me sometimes.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
just
usual
keep in mind if
repertoire,
you cast it. Just keep in mind looking at to see if any of the other spells are concentration that you're casting.
Hit me.
Of course, that depends if you want to drop the cloud or not.
I mean, the bonus side, with that size that you were just at, you would have been able to see those two guys up there by arc.
That is very true. I'm going to move closer to those guys over there by arc.
okay, you can just
I
really
think
hear
that's
the
my movement
gunfire
limitation.
from over there.
And then I'm going to cast.
Now you can see what's going on over there. Remember, 60 feet is our lines of sight, so we have to be a little manual with that.
And then I am going to cast Erupting Earth
Oh, good lord.
on those two over there in the corner. So it says a point you can see in range, and it's a fountain of earth in a 20-foot cube.
Really? Man, and they're perfectly spread too, because this is a 20-foot cube. So it either hits this one or it hits this one.
I can't
that's a
do
16,
it.
That's a 16-foot cube.
I was going to say, that's not quite right.
5, 10, 15, 20. It's 20 feet on each side. That's a 20-foot cube.
My bad. We were thinking it was we were thinking each cube was 4 feet instead of 5 feet, I think is what was messing up.
Yeah, 4x4
yeah,
maybe,
no.
yeah. But yeah, the 10-foot cube was only giving us this right here. The 20-foot cube is going to give us twice that, but unfortunately, because of the way they're just happen to be situated, and of course you don't want to hit it over here because that's going to hit Arc as well. And thankfully, this one Arc already killed this raider here, so you don't even have to worry about that one. But let's see, each creature dex save. Additionally, it is going to create difficult terrain, so I guess maybe like this?
That is what I was going to ask, is if you could move it down one.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go get the damage from it real quick. I got quite a few really cool spells in this level up, and I am so excited to use some of these.
Wonderful. Huh. Apparently I don't have an Erupting Earth spell token, although I very well might. It just might be labeled under something else. Wow, $9
You could use
for
like
this
Mold
pack.
Earth or something like that.
You assholes.
I don't know if you have one for that.
Also, I had every
something.
intent of going up and healing Puck with Healing Word, but apparently that was
probably got an earthquake.
Adjusted.
The nice thing is, you might be within range to do Healing Word on Arc.
She
Rala.
would if it weren't a second leveled spell in the same turn.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the big
Yep.
problem.
Wah wah.
You know what? Yeah, let's cast it at level 3.
Alrighty. Yeah, I have
That DC
several.
14 is accurate, correct?
Probably.
I presume so, yeah, but I was just double checking.
Stands to reason, but we can always double check if I get like really close to it. Deck save. Hey, I am proficient. Oh, but I failed it anyway. Dun 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 dun. Do I have anything? Do I have anything? I will. That doesn't help me. I'll switch places with Rala's corpse.
Arc.
Or sorry,
Oh,
Ark's corpse.
is
That's
that-
right.
That's the Bandit Lord? Is that the Bandit Lord, my god?
Yeah. Well, we pretend to be. Sometimes we borrow their abilities, but that is the right character sheet.
It's like at the start of the day at work, we get to decide who wants to play boss. 'Cause the boss never shows
Wait a
up.
minute. It says it has to be no, you can't do that because it says the Lord chooses an ally within 5 feet, and Rala is definitely not an ally.
Oh, Connor, do you wanna tell them, or should I? We've been in cahoots this whole time, you guys. Connor and me, we're like this.
Alright, then if we're gonna be in cahoots, Silkis is suddenly gonna show up and he's gonna have be half undead.
You're not even in this campaign. Like if it was Monday, I could see you switching over there.
Oh, I don't care. That's the point. Misdeception.
Oh boy.
Alright,
Rala is
so-
betraying us? Okay.
Failed saving throw right there. Connor's like, I didn't even have a say in this, guys. And
I got volunteered to be evil.
I was chosen as tribute.
There you go.
Each 5-foot square requires at least 1 minute to clear by hand. Alright, so yeah, there we go. We'll set that up. Technically it's a cube, but I only had an earthquake token, which is a sphere, but we get the point. I didn't want to spend $9 for one fucking token.
That is understandable.
Yeah, buddy. You guys pitched in a big way this last month, and we're putting it into a lot of new things here. We got the new modem and router, which hopefully helps us out. And pre-ordered that new Artificer book, which is coming out in a couple weeks for any of you Artificer character fans. We got new subclasses, new options.
Ooh, that's cool.
Is that for 14 or is that for 2024?
I'm not sure. It's just
'Cause I know there
it's
was
listed as
talk
a new book.
I know there was talk about a new Artificer subclass and stuff like that for 24.
This is
So I
a
don't know
new
if that's
Eberron
it, but I don't
campaign
know.
book, but I'm not certain exactly what the deal will be.
Anyway,
but it's one of
sorry,
the
go
main
ahead.
books, so we're gonna get that. But yeah, we got that taken care of for you. Anything else with your turn there?
No, I think I am good now for this turn.
Okay, so
I can't do anything else without like breaking concentration or something.
all right, let's pass it over to Ark, who needs to roll a death saving throw, and hopefully it's a nat 20.
Alright, time to roll the death saving throw.
Yeah, buddy. Come on, natural 20.
Will Arc.
Oh! Well, that's
That's
a
a
success.
success.
It's one in your favor, but it's half of what you were hoping to get. Alright. So that will pass it over to Youngling, who would instinctively run over to Ark and heal, but we don't have any potions in our setup, so we're going to step on over here and get into the Radmobile. And it's going to speak with its weird little telepathic, just kind of the ends of your nerves are tingling in the back of your neck. method of speaking, and Lovelar can just instinctively understand that this thing is asking for a potion of some type, and it seems to only know one word. Refill?
Oh, what a little lad. Oh. Is refilling the potion something that take a bonus action on my turn or an action?
It would take a bonus action, but it can actually do it on its turn if you have a potion in your inventory that it's able to just grab.
Oh, totally.
hey.
Take that potion of greater healing I got, BB.
All right, greater healing. That is a level 2 red. And yeah, we used all our movement getting there, so we're gonna actually action dash here and get right to there. Let's just check. We're small enough we could have made it onto you there. Let's get you back on your feet. Bonus action, distribute 15 points of healing to Arc, and that will end our turn. Move, free interaction, action dash, bonus action to heal. And because Arc's turn literally just passed, we're going to actually let you take your turn pretty much simultaneously with Youngling here. You are prone. You can see that this lady here, ironically, it's called Erupting Earth, but it doesn't knock me prone or anything, which I thought it would have, considering it says that it erupts, but apparently it just deals damage, so she's just kind of standing there like trying to wipe the dust and gravel and stuff out of her eyes.
Well, once Ark gets up, I guess he'll just start to attack this lady then.
All right. Half of your movement speed to get back to your feet. And then go right ahead. Miss by 1 on that. How about second attack? That'll hit 1 more than you need. And reminder, every character, regardless of subscription level or lack thereof, every character now has a force point. Every session. That is 2 die 6, and you take the better of the 2 to influence any die 20 roll. So you could use that right now, and you need a 1 or better, and that'll turn that into 2 hits.
I can definitely use that.
All right. There we go. That will chop her down to that level, and yeah, she is suddenly not looking so good. Her twin sister over here is looking a bit in a state of panic at watching what's going down right in front of her. Otherwise, any movement, or are you going to stay put right there?
If I were to move, I would probably get gunned down anyway. So, all on my turn for now.
Cool, cool. Oh, looks like it's a 24 based book, so yeah, we might just be getting a sneak peek at what's to come. Just like the 24 books we have existing so far. Not looking to do any switchovers until late 26 at the earliest.
I am actually quite excited for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing a monk.
Yeah, we'll probably be in I'm thinking when we get to Coalescence Act 7, when we start the whole new trilogy with new characters, is probably when we'll be looking at that point, because even Coalescence Act 6 is still the same characters we're playing now, and that's not slated to start until April of next year.
Yeah, you're
So,
gonna.
we're gonna be here for a while.
You're gonna be having real fun reliving Theron 2.0, because I will bring him back from.
I honestly think the
alright.
Warlock is going to be a nice build when it comes to the 24.
Oh, definitely. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and run up to this guy right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a swing at him. What are you doing?
Why are you leaving? Are you scared of me?
Rubber banded.
What's wrong with you, bro? I thought you wanted to
I
fight.
don't know. I apparently
I thought we was doing that. What the hell's wrong with you, bro?
My legs apparently move on its own.
What? What?
You wanted to
make me-
scrap then? Let's scrap then.
Don't make me move around in a
Come
circle
at me,
just
bro.
because I can.
Come at me, bro.
All right, I will. You ready? I'm
gonna-
coming at you.
Oh God.
There you go.
Oh God.
How's that for an attack?
I regret everything. Is the sword ablaze? I don't remember you saying that.
Yes, it is.
No,
yeah,
you never said it.
that was the first turn.
Does it also have the extra
Oh,
D12 damage?
huh?
Your extra D12 damage, is that added in there?
Yeah, that's added up at the top.
Okay.
And then, at least it should. I marked it.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
I've
it's
got,
added. And then I get to reroll ones, so that's 2d6s getting rerolled. Wait, hold on, what was getting rerolled here?
Add 2 to your AC. I'm gonna defend against that 27. Oh crap.
Oh, so that's 2d6s getting rerolled, and the d12 getting rerolled because they were all ones.
What the?
Listen, you gotta have some optimism in life, okay?
What is that from?
Not that. That is from my lucky superpower.
Let's see here. This is gonna take.
It would be the 3, not the. I don't know why I rolled the other 2 for the d12s.
Okay. Where is the dang? There it is. Okay. This right here.
So basically, it would be adding.
Oh, for crying out loud.
It would be adding 8 damage to the total up there.
Try making this adjustment to your weapons, because this will automatically re-roll those ones, so you don't have to manually track it every time you roll.
Which part am I copy and pasting?
Just what I wrote there. I don't know that you can actually copy paste any of it, but instead of roll the dice combo, it's roll over less than the number after the dice macro. So in your case, it would be roll over less than 1. So anytime we roll that, it's going to automatically reroll ones for you. But only on your damage rolls. Of course, attack rolls, we're still going to be like, okay, natural 1, reroll that. But those are going to be fewer and far between because you have inspirations, flanks, etc. But let me get the damage here. So it's an extra 8 points of damage, you said. Ouch!
Yeah.
I regret everything.
I'm just trying to figure out where to put that in the macros. I don't even know where all that goes.
It's in the damage itself.
Oh, in the damage itself. Okay.
Yeah, like if the damage is 1 die 8, it would say 1 die 8 RO something or other.
RO.
Let me
Less
get to your,
than.
let me get to your character sheet. It'll be easier to see it than say it.
Yeah, sorry, I don't mess around with the macros, so I don't know.
Okay. Let's try it with the grappling appendage.
Yes, Shag's favorite weapon. Yeah, no, I'll set up the rest of them later. I just need you to show me what the hell this means.
Oh, it doesn't allow you to do the less than number sign, or less than number in the actual chat.
Okay, let's see if this works.
There's a 1 in that. That's not in the actual attack weapon though. That's
Right, it's rolling on the wrong side. I want to see if it's getting it on the other one.
I don't see any ones appearing. I mean,
So far
it's only
just
rolling the
rolling
1
fives.
dice. Yeah, 3.
Damn. Yeah, it's hard with if it's only got one attack die there. There's a fucking crit.
6, 6,
Eesh.
Take that dice
4.
damage.
Yeah, I think it's good.
It's
Man.
hard to tell until it actually... There we go. There we go. It caught it. You see what it did?
I see the 1 and then it's
right.
grayed out.
It re-rolled
like,
it as a 2.
Oh, okay.
So roll the 1, it
I
grays
got
it
you.
out, it replaces it with a 2. So that's how to automatically
cool.
get that to function. You just put it in after the dice right here on your appendage. I just put 1 die 6 RO less than 1.
All right, cool. Let me do that to my sword real quick, and then I'll continue my turn.
Sure thing.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that became a big help, especially like at least a third of all fighter characters end up taking that great weapon mastery fighting style, which does the same thing, and a lot of them like the great sword, so they're rolling 2 dice, and the amount of re-rolls just get a little tedious, so it's nice to have an automatic circumvention in that respect.
Okay, so resuming, thank you, and sorry about that.
All good, and... Okay.
Second attack on him.
Well, I guess that's the end of that. Bye, Lieutenant.
Don't take my satisfaction away from me. I like to kill people still.
Oh, well, now you're just stabbing
and
the
that's
body.
still 2 nat 1s on the top. I'll have
yeah,
to do
the
that
top
to all of
on the
those
top
as well.
you'll have to fix. Yeah, I only fixed
Yeah.
the grappling appendage one.
It doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah.
I'm not re-rolling those.
That's fine.
About how far away is Big Dude?
He's over here.
I know I can't see him though. That's my
Well,
point.
yeah, he fell off the world.
Okay, so he's dead.
Let's
He's
check.
about 30 feet away from you.
How about...
I know. I still have 40 feet left.
Aha!
Hi.
Hey!
Do you like me?
Oh, it's all peach out here. It's more deserty in the color highlight.
I threw him into the land of peaches and cream.
Fuck it, let's make it orange. There we go, Orangeville. Ah, God, that's bright. All right.
Well, now when he gets cuts, it's gonna squeeze into his cuts. It's gonna sting.
Does that sting as much as lemons?
Ooh, that hurts.
And that's
in
yeah,
fact,
that's
this will help
37
me, though.
damage onto him.
This will help me right here.
Inspiration.
All right. I'll make you use them one way or another. All right. We'll
Congrats!
Take
I still have 15 in the bank, so after my monthly.
A smart GM.
Yeah, that
plans
is the end of my
ahead.
turn, though. Yeah.
All right.
You can
Raider
see my sheet. It's not
drones
like it's a secret.
are up, and we can detect that nobody is nearby in the fog cloud. Lovelar has driven off. We got action going on down here. So yeah, I think we're going to scale the top 20, 25, 30 feet over to here. Oh, we have a climbing speed actually, so it doesn't take anything extra.
Lovelar, you and I need to find another stupid character, and we can all be the Three Stooges. It'll be great.
Well, it still had to take 20 feet of movement up, right?
It did.
Okie dokie.
And
Let's be
then-
stupid.
I think the 2 up here in the fog are just going to continue shooting at the Radmobile. Now that we've burned all of our necrotic blasts. Oh, I don't think a single one of those shots are going to penetrate the armor. Very nice.
No, but armor class is 18.
Yeah, this thing is built pretty well. This one just hopped right on down. Alright. We are, in fact, going to step right over to here. And we still have antimatter rounds. 2 of them, in fact. We're going to burn both of those on Priyu. One of them to start. Oh dear. Yeah, the second one too. Good thing for that resistance. That ends up being 21 points of necrotic damage there on Priyu. And looks like she got smashed by a die 8 here on the live stream. She's just completely buried under that thing. Later.
Oof. You said 21 hit points.
Yeah. And then 2 concentration saves.
Am I rolling the concentration saves?
Yeah, it's Constitution saving throws because you took damage.
Got it. Okay, I was looking around. I was looking for I was very confused for a second. Saving throw, right? Okay.
Well, that first one would have failed.
That is correct. Yeah, the first one will not get you there, and that will be the end of the fog cloud. And then we go to Rala's turn over here.
Okay. Not sure if there's anything much I can do right at the moment other than ask Xavier for a potion.
You would know that Xavier has a bandolier with his greater healing potions on it, and it is right there if you need to grab one.
I would like to grab them, thank you very much.
All right, go ahead. I'll take it off my list.
Alright. Which die is for greater healing?
Greater healing is the 4die4 plus 4, is it?
It is.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
If you use it as a full action, that would be actually full hit points, which is 20.
I'll use... Oof. I was going...
So you drank it as a bonus action?
I was planning on using it as a full action.
So if you use it as a full action, you don't have to roll any dice. It's just maximum damage, which would be 20 hit points healed back.
Maximum damage? What'd you give him, dude? I thought it was a potion, not a poison.
Well, I mean, potions of healing are kind of like a poison, but they give you positive healing. Or
Yeah,
positive
it's a
damage.
potion of it's a potion
The
of
poison
poison.
of healing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
now
it's
you
like
got it.
it's like Princess Bread, man.
Not sure what else I can do right now, since I do want to save my later spells for when we get over to the wasteland. So I'll just end my turn.
Alright, just a reminder, there are people trapped inside the spiked van over here. Some of them are conscious, some of them are not. The conscious ones are starting to take note of those of you close by. One of them is frantically trying to wave and shouting out in English, "Let us out! They got us trapped in here! Let us out!"
The only ones that are aware of those are Xavier and I guess would be now Rala as well, right?
Correct. I
Rhea
think
knows as
Xavier
well.
called out attention to them last. I think he told all of you about them, but he's the only one. The 2 of them are the only ones close enough right now. Alright, Burger King. Start with this. Bonus action, that bad boy. Of course, in his
Oh,
case,
so you're-
it's a
so-
juice.
so you- So your counter action is okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
I see
Yeah.
how we're playing this
Yeah.
now. Okay.
He doesn't have an actual potion or anything. He just has this all hardwired into his literal bloodstream as he gets a little bit of healing there, and then he's gonna go. We're just gonna drop that laser rifle on the ground and go all out with our +3 greatsword. And we have advantage on all our attacks thanks to the juicer state, so hit, crit, miss. That is a pretty weak ass crit right there. 24, 34. Of course, you got the rage going on. I don't know if that applies to magical damage or does it?
It does. It just applies to all of the physical damage.
Take that as you will. Actually, we get 4 attacks. I don't know why I swung 3 times. Hey, there's another one.
Because of the rage.
Another
What's
9
up?
points of damage.
What'd you say, Xavier?
He only attacked 3 times because he was winded from the rage.
So that's 9, 10, 2, so that's 21 plus the
Plus another
plus
9.
the 8, 19, 9, so that's 30 damage.
30. Alright.
Does that include me and 6 other people?
And we're gonna try... Or no, we used our bonus action. We're gonna move nevertheless, though. We're gonna scoot right on over to here. Ah, I'm back halfway on the world. Yeah, we'll pass it over to the captains. Both raider captains up here. One of them got jacked up really bad last round. The other one hasn't taken a point of damage.
What, too scared? What, too scared to run off?
That's right. I don't want to take no damage. It hurts. Yeah, I think we're going to try some covering fire here. The one on the other side of the erupted earth here is going to shoot 3 times at arc, or however many times it takes to render him unconscious, and looks like one shot will do it. 18 radiant, just like that. Knocked back out. And we have just enough to get line of sight on Priyu, and we are all kinds of angry at her for what you just did to my sister. So let's blast at you twice. Wow, the Medusa statue comes in clutch. First hit hits you for 8 radiant, and the second attack misses. Priyu is hanging on with 4 whole hit points. But the other captain has yet to go. I think we're going to step over here. It's 10, 20. Actually, we can only get to here with the difficult terrain. Apparently we do not see Youngling there. We have no idea how Ark got back up. So we're going to shoot at Priyu here, because, yeah, we can see that. Bow. Oh dear, and Priyu is unconscious.
Frick.
And then, well, shit. We are staring at the through the gloom, and we realize we have placed ourselves in a very poor position. We have no movement left, and Levelar's got the Radmobile aimed right at us. So we're gonna try and shoot at Levelar. We are gonna try.
You have fricked up. You have fricked up now.
See if we can hit Levelar with a 3/4 cover bonus. That's +5 to your AC. Lieutenants, you guys are all dead. So yeah, Captain, 1, 2, 3. Oh, to him. I think that 25 will hit, but the other 2 shots will reflect off of the armored carapace of the vehicle.
Does it reflect up and hit Raider Drone 4?
Ah, that'd be nice. And then reflect
So I'm
off
taking
3.
14.
14 radiant, yep. Solid shot right there to hit you, but otherwise that is all we've got. And over to Xavier's next turn.
Alright, well I did see Priyu just fall, so as my bonus action I'm going to use my Healing Light. And I will use 5 of my dice for it, so that's, let me double check here again. 5 dice that I can basically use to heal her. She regains 13 hit points.
Thank the Lord.
And then I am going to, I see this Raider drone right here, and this Raider drone right here. So I will do my first attack on Raider drone 2, my second attack on Raider drone 4, and I am going to use my push ability on that as well, my repelling blast, to knock them both back 10 feet. Does the 26 and 19 hit?
Got it. And 2d6 more.
2d6 more? Okay.
Alright, got all that.
Does this one, drone number 2, get knocked back any?
1 second, I'm checking on
Okay.
prone status here. There we go. Alright.
And then I'm going to free action say to Rala, try to get those people out if you can. And then I'm going to stand over on the opposite side of this pipe. So I'm like vertical with the pipe. Or horizontal, I guess it would be. Horizontal with the pipe.
Alright.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That's over to Kayla's next turn. Now a significantly better state of healing.
Alright, so I'm gonna take notice to Rala and Xavier doing their thing, so I'm gonna try to come over and be of assistance. And is there any, so, because I'm a thief, is there, could I like pick any locks that are on the bus?
You don't see any lock on the back of the bus, although there is a door, but the hinge is not in place.
Gotcha.
Additionally,
Alright.
it looks like the door has been welded shut.
Damn it. Okay. Well then, yeah.
Remember, you have your bonus action dash that you can use if you want to try to get around to the other side of the bus and see if you can see any potential entry points over there.
Okay, which side would that get me to if I use the dash?
What does that give you? 30 more movement? Is that your base?
I think so, yeah.
It doesn't quite get you there, but close. You can see the
All right.
door over here indeed has a large padlock and a series of crisscross chains securing the door shut.
Alright,
Since,
well then
oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, since I don't think you have anything with your action, you could action dash and at least get all the way up here. So next round, you're fully in position.
That's what I was gonna think of doing, because I want to try to help those people out, so.
Very cool. And now that you're close enough up here on the side, let's get their tokens on the board. There's Kyrie. Santiago. Edita. Lloyd. And Xavier is standing, unfortunately, on top of Terrence. Just do a slight adjustment there. There we go.
So that's probably freaking Terrence out because Xavier is literally standing horizontally, like, can be looking right down at him.
Thankfully, he's one of the unconscious guys, but Lloyd and Dita are the two who are currently conscious, and the ones Lloyd is the one calling out and asking for help. And upon Puck's moving over to here, Dita is going to likewise try to get over here. Please, please, let us out!
I'm working on it, I promise. And I think we're gonna end my turn there, because I used too many action points, and that's about it, so.
Yep, that was just enough action right there. And we'll go over to Lovelar for your next turn.
Cool. So I have a question. Would you say that the way that the car is angled, that if I just drove forward, I could hit both of them?
I am thinking so, as long as, yep, you got 60 feet of movement, and 55 feet is the furthest one away. I don't think that erupting earth is going to mess with your movement speed in this thing so much. This thing is built for traveling on pretty soft sand. So something like this is not really going to impede its movement.
But the, bike in front of you might.
That's easily just kind of... I mean, if anything, it's already on its side, so you're just kind of driving over part of it. What's the worst that can happen?
Hey, pray. Shh.
Hey,
Yeah,
all I
you know
know is
what?
that one's Xavier's bike, not mine.
Let's gun it. Let's just fucking send it to the wall.
All
I'm
right,
tired. Love is tired.
let's
People need to
roll.
die.
Let's roll the acrobatics check.
The bike has an acrobatics check? Awesome. Come on, jump out of the way, bike.
I want to see the bike backflip out of the way. Let's go.
From a prone position, no less. I am speaking to Lovelar, of course.
Oh, am I rolling the acrobatics check?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you're rolling your acrobatics check to see how well you maneuver the vehicle here.
Hey,
All
guys. Please.
Tell me you have an inspo there, Lovelar.
He
I don't
does
have an
not.
inspiration. I do have force points, but
I'll
it's
use
whatever.
I'll
I'll use my
inspiration it.
Alright, you do it then.
All right.
Go ahead and reroll.
Roll 2 dice 6. Okay, so the other bike takes 8 whole points of damage as you drive over it. Get knocked slightly off your trajectory, but otherwise, yeah, this is where you end your turn, smashing right through both of them. I'm going to give each of them a dexterity saving throw to try and mitigate some of this damage. Wow, wouldn't you know it. Alright, so the one who is injured almost dives into the vehicle as it's coming right at her. Roll 8d6.
8 die 6, you said?
Yes.
I thought you said die 6 for a moment.
Yes, you only do a d6 points of damage. Wah, wah.
1 damage. Yeah, she just gets splattered and plastered and knocked aside. Her shoes go flying in the other direction, and this one is dead. This one looks on in horror as her twin is killed before her eyes, and she just screams out, "No!" And somehow has the ability to natural 20 herself out of the out at the last second before the Radmobile would surely inflict the same damage to her, and now she is standing here unscathed.
But emotionally scarred.
Does it have like side windows? Can I see her?
Yes.
Okay,
Just gonna
cool.
roll down the window.
Like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
We still
she's
can't forget how this started with the boss lady trying to stare Ballard down and Ballard just walking up and one-shotting her ass.
The boss lady, the normal raider with 30 hit points. She does.
She was
look
the one
pretty
who was mean mugging
I mean,
everyone.
she looks like pretty badass for a minion level character, but that was part of the intent. Like, I used one of my rarer tokens for a low level minion just to kind of psych you out, and then you went in and attacked her. I was like, yeah, she takes 1 hit.
I have a quick question. What is the minimum range someone has to be to not have disadvantage on a ranged spell attack? Is it 20 feet? 10 feet?
5 feet.
Within melee reach.
Yeah, within melee reach, whatever their
Okay,
melee reach
which
is.
I am technically within melee reach. That's
correct.
Great. Okay.
All right. So, I mean, if you had a bonus action spell, you could try to do that now. Otherwise, I think that is your turn.
Doesn't that
there,
only count for my movement?
Well, it did take your action to try to do a ram.
I don't mean this
Since
seriously,
you
but
are
isn't
trying
the
to
card?
attack with the vehicle.
I don't mean this seriously, but isn't the card too wide? Couldn't he just like get into the other seat and then shoot?
Maybe.
I'm gonna storm moat the car.
Interesting.
What does that do?
Basically just gives disadvantage on one attack.
All right. Well, let's head on over to Prew's next turn.
I don't know. I'm kind of unhappy at the moment.
Interesting scene. A snake try to get up from prone.
I was gonna say, I'm a snake. How am I? I'm either always prone or I'm never prone. You gotta make up your mind on that one, kind of thing.
Yeah, since we're just playing a normal 5e thing, it obeys the same mechanical stuff, but that is one of the funny parts of 5e is sometimes those mechanical interactions leave some level of humor.
Okay, I still have... I remember... I needed to clarify this. Remember Chini Batini giving me the vial of Crystal Pepsi and the vial of Mountain Dew Code Red? Did those bork up with the magical items thing? Or... because you said the potions are the same, or didn't change or go away, right?
Correct. Potions are considered alchemy, so those are still intact.
Alright, I'm gonna chug the Mountain Dew Code Red.
Okay. I forget which exact effect we attach to that, so hopefully that's not the only detail on the character sheet.
It was supposed to be a minor healing potion. I have no idea what the Crystal Pepsi vial was supposed to be. You never told me. You just said it was a vial that looked like Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, same.
But I know that the red vial was a healing potion.
Okay. That should be a greater heal then. 4d4 plus 4. And as far as the Crystal Pepsi, I believe those were similar to the Coke potions that I gave to a different table where they simulate the effects of a short rest. They give you a nice little adrenaline boost.
I'm sorry, are you giving us drugs in our good, wholesome campaign?
Coca-Cola!
I am holding 6 joints on my person right now. What are you talking about?
I'm getting high as a
if it was the
Kylect
old
during every
school
stream for the
Coca-Cola,
last 4 years, so...
if it was the old school
Right, the old
Coca-Cola, it does have cocaine in it.
I mean, Bauer quite literally took some Mary Jane from the pasture or whatever his.
It's called Marajango.
You did indeed. Marajango.
Better
How many
fucking feel
did
like,
you tell
man.
me to roll again?
4d4 plus 4. If you're
4
doing
die
it with
4.
your bonus action. If you drink it with your action, it's 20, 20 hit points. Are you doing anything after the potion?
Did we lose her?
Are you pressing the button?
I am pressing the wrong button, thank you. I hadn't planned on it. I'd planned on just chugging the potion, and because I didn't think I would be allowed to do anything else if I took my action for that.
Correct.
have
If
a
you take
bonus
your action
action
for
move.
it, you would have your bonus action and your movement remaining to you.
Okay, so that's going to be my action, and my bonus action then I can attack, correct? I want to...
If you have a bonus action type attack.
Yeah, all of my bonus action attacks are physical attacks, and I can't reach anybody. Then I'm just gonna... that's gonna be the end of my turn. I just needed to not die.
All right. And Ark is in the same state as last round. Death save again. Hopefully natural 20 this time. Well, that's one in your favor again. And does Ark have any potions on his person? Any thing that Youngling might be able to make use of?
Nope.
Ooh, it's good news. Okay. I guess we will scatter over here to Priyu and check for a refill. Does Priyu have any potions?
I have the Crystal Pepsi potion, but that's it.
Yeah, that's not going to help us here.
I think I also have a potion of, like, fire breathing or something like that, but I don't have any useful potions right now.
Alright, I guess we'll go check back over with Levlar, or try to.
That being said, having a fire breathing spider it would be really funny.
Alright, that puts us at the end of our second round and about 30 minutes late on our halftime break. So if we want to keep pace, we are going to be at double time when we come back from our 10-minute break. Let's have our rounds ready, our abilities in hand, and get ready to tackle the next half of this combat in about 10 minutes, friends, with some more Are You Gaming?
Woot woot.
Anybody else terrified for these Raider drones?
Yeah, I'm doing my best to
Yeah,
try
a
and
little
take them
bit.
out. Although, as he did
Ballard
say,
will
they
as soon
are
as
out of the
he's
negative
finished with
stuff.
his big guy.
Yeah. Those guys literally just almost did like almost all my health. God.
Yep, but the antimatter rifles are out of their necrotic damage now, so that means that they're going to be doing just the normal whatevers.
I mean, Bauer's got to take care of the Burger King, and then he'll come help with everything else.
Should I knock him further into the Black Void?
I mean, you can if you want to. I mean, I still got to wear off his second to superior or supreme, whatever it is, potions. Supreme healing. He has 3 of them, and he already used 1.
Rala, if you need to, you can grab another potion off of Xavier too, the greater ones that he uses. Like I said, he's got a bandolier with him, so just whoop and drink when it comes to your turn, okay?
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The spells for like the way that Roll20 does spells fucking sucks for clerics and druids.
Huh. I was
Why do you
also
say that?
missing the magical +3 on my flame tongue. Okay, cool. Fixed.
Why do you say they suck?
Because druids and clerics use prepared spells, which means that we have access to the entire spell list, and we can switch them out as long rest as needed. But we have to, but because of that, we don't have access to it on our sheet. We have to go into Roll20 itself and like look at all of the spells and prepare and unprepare them as needed.
Usually,
Yeah, it's
the number of
annoying.
leveled spells that there are for each cleric at each level will fit on your character sheet. You just have to take the ones that you don't already have selected and drag and drop them onto your character sheet, and then there should be a
That's what
little.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to like do. It's not working out for me.
If you need something for a reference on what spells to look at, try 5e tools.
That's what I use primarily too. But there's
I
also
usually
stuff.
use the one on my phone.
All right, I'll be right
There's
back.
also like stuff that is in this specific campaign that's not on 5e tools, like a lot of Cobalt Press stuff. So,
Well, you shouldn't have any Cobalt Press stuff. Cobalt Press stuff was abolished. We don't
I
have
mean,
any.
as an example, like
Yeah.
that's
The
the
only
only book
people
I know
who
for a
had
fact he
Cobalt
has.
Press stuff were the people that Daniel okayed to have it, and that was before he changed it, and that was before he got rid of everything. So there's only like a couple of people and a couple of things that still exist from Cobalt Press in the entire Coalescence.
All right, I'm back.
Xavier, did you see the announcement about annual subscribers getting another superpower?
I did not. Lucky you.
I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what he meant.
I wish that I could afford to be an annual subscriber because they get a lot of things.
Yeah, same. Y'all are doing some pay to play. We're raw dogging this shit like men.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I do have the supporter level, which means I do give. It comes out to a little over $6 a month for me.
Here it is. Said incoming over the next few weeks before community break in July. There is Coalescence Nexus events similar to the one that started pretty much this season of characters. The establishment of our new community merchants, new superpowers for our annual subscribers, more character fatalities, and major plot reveals linking the 3 bosses to Vecna as well as the Agent Orange virus.
Okie dokie.
That's in the RU table chat.
Yeah, I remember seeing it, but I'm not an annual subscriber, so I didn't really worry too much about it.
Well, I'm honestly just curious because I'm really hoping that Bauer gets the fucking super speed for no apparent reason.
It's so funny.
What, is it a crime to want to have a base 160 movement speed?
So here's a question for you. What happens if you get flight?
If I get flight, I mean, dependent on what kind of flight, like a static flight, or do you mean like a flight equal to my movement speed?
I believe it is equal to your movement speed unless you do the alpha flight, which was double your movement speed.
Oh, you're talking about for the superpowers? I mean,
Yes.
I'd still take the flight. That just means I have an innate flying speed, which means I have 80 feet of flying / ground speed.
But it does kind of defeat the purpose of you having the glide.
Big whoop. I mean, that also just means because having an innate flying speed, if I get knocked unconscious or immobilized, paralyzed, whatnot, while I'm in the air and get knocked down, it's not like the boots where I just fall down harmlessly. I would like rocket down, but since I have those gliders, I can't just fall down. I would glide down.
Oh, so it does give you the feather fall effect.
Yeah.
I get knocked down, but I get up again, 'cause I got me some regeneration.
The only context that I got for that song is from a church up in Canada that puts on Easter shows, like full productions as jukebox musicals.
Did they
Um,
do that
Is-
for Jesus Rising from the Dead?
Is anybody
No,
looking
they-
at the Roll20 chat right now?
I see a death save in the roll, or yeah, in the roll 20
All I'm
chat.
gonna say is I'm excited to meet an orange bee.
no, the year that they used that song was for a Marvel like Avengers Easter musical where they had Tony Stark getting crucified by Loki and they were singing that song as the crucifixion was happening. And Loki was singing It's the End of the World as We Know It.
Okay.
What the actual hell?
I thought you were
It's
gonna say.
incredible.
I thought you were gonna say they were doing an Easter production of like the Jesus being reborn over Easter and stuff like that. They played the
Yeah,
I got knocked down and I get up again.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is. They just used that song for him getting crucified.
Oh boy.
Did he add at the end I am Iron Man? Is that
There's literally a song called Iron Man, and it starts off,
Oh,
the
I
guy
know.
goes, I am Iron Man.
I know
Why did...
it's a Black Sabbath song. I know.
Yeah,
There's also a Christmas version.
I was telling them.
Flying through the snow, can you hear him? Ho ho ho! Give
I know it's
him
yeah.
cookies
okay,
and
That's based
that's
off
kinda
beer.
the
funny.
Iron Man song. Yeah.
He'll be back to your house first next year.
The Iron Man song is like the #1 song that any guitar teacher tells a starting beginner on guitar.
That and Smoke
to
on the
play.
Water.
Yeah, that too. But
I
specifically
hate
for
that
Iron
song.
Man, specifically only the opening riff is what they ask them to play, or learn rather.
And then your second lesson, they get you doing Thunderstruck, right?
Kind of. Yeah. It depends on what kind you're. I mean, if you're just getting a general teacher, it really differs on what they teach. But when you're asking for like a more specialized, like you want to learn metal or you want to learn rock or you want to learn country or whatever, that kind of thing, it really depends on what kind of artist they recommend.
Cool, cool. And then they teach you Eminem. Sumalama ding dong.
Like when I was learning, or when I was trying to learn a while ago, they had me start off with Iron Man, then put me into Smoke on the Water, and then they had me learn parts and bits of the Message in a Bottle, and then I moved on to like very, very like simplified versions of like Motley Crue and Scorpion songs.
That's pretty cool. So you play guitar?
No, I don't. I was horrible and quit. So
Okay.
all of that was a very broad of I tried to do it. I failed horribly.
I was gonna say I've got a Framus Amateur 5.1 guitar that I have here that I want to sell to somebody.
I mainly fuck around with bass now and play and really just sing now. But
Slapping the bass.
bass is a lot easier for my brain. There's only 4 strings.
That's really cool, though, that you're learning an instrument like that.
Yeah, my fingers are too fucking clumsy to play guitar. I can't move them that fast, man.
My instrument back in high school was the French horn.
Don't remind me, I played freaking trumpet.
Ew, stinky horn player. Ew.
What's wrong with French horn? French horn was a great one because it's a very
Stinky
difficult
horn
instrument to
player.
play.
Stinky horn player.
Just
I
because he
played the
didn't have the
drums
talent
too,
to play a
don't even-
horn doesn't make it a stinky horn player.
Stinky horn player. The horns and the brass are always the people getting made fun of in band and orchestra.
I don't know. We made fun of the oboe player because
Yeah,
she sounded like she was playing a dead cat. or
One
a
of the
dying
kids,
cat.
one of the kids, was getting made fun of for playing the trumpet until he showed them all that he could play the trumpet and like 7 other different instruments that all of them couldn't play. Then they showed up.
We literally had a girl that was in her class that played the oboe, and it was horrible when she played it. And then our teacher actually played some music for us, and we had to pick out all the instruments that were in there, and we had gotten all but one, and no one could figure out what that last instrument was. And he's like, well, we've got somebody in the class that plays it. And we're all just like, what? And they're like, it's the oboe. And we're like, oh, that's how it's supposed to sound.
Yeah, don't remind me. We used in our band there was there's a kid who brought his own instrument to school because that was allowed at the time until it was banned like literally 3 weeks after he brought it because he brought a saxophone. Or not a saxophone, a bagpipe.
Bagpipes. Woo! I've heard some awesome songs on those bagpipes before from people.
They are, but he did not know how to play it. Not even the slightest bit.
Y'all fuck with a hurdy-gurdy? Hurdy-gurdy's great.
Not, but I've heard of them.
Look up a hurdy-gurdy right now. They're fucking incredible. They're
I
amazing.
don't think I will. I think that will fuck with my searches.
Fine, you're a law, Howard.
And we're back.
Next, you're gonna ask us to play a didgeridoo.
No, I'm gonna ask you to actually play correctly the harmonica.
I do know how to do that. My grandmother had harmonicas and taught us.
All right, let's get back into this ballad.
Hurry up! I wanna bash this dude.
Ballard smash!
All right. Well, first I'm gonna move here because where the hell do you think you're going?
Wanted to be back in the world. Oh, ow!
He really likes that, doesn't he?
Oh, because you're using Orange County. No wonder. I was like, why is that so much damage?
Oh, were you looking at the top one? No, not the top one, the bottom one.
Oh.
I just wanted to see what it was after I fixed the damage and all that.
All right.
The bottom one is the normal flame tongue, not the top one.
All right. Ouch.
Still a pretty good hit.
Yeah, that hurts.
And then second hit. Hopefully. I mean, I have a plus 17. Hopefully I hit somehow.
Ouch.
Does that include me?
Ouch.
And then bonus action. Does he like me now?
Oh! Oh! He's got those big grill marks on his ass from the flame tongue. He feels like a giant whopper.
It's the end of my turn.
Richard King.
Oh gosh, well that hurts. Alright, let's pass it over to the drones. And yeah, who the fuck does this guy think he is just shooting at us from over there and like we ain't gonna respond? Alright.
I do have cover behind the pipes, though.
Oh dear.
Oh
Is
dear.
that a -1 to hit? What the
Oh dear.
Okay.
Oh, that was the intelligence rolls. Okay, I thought that was the attack roll. I was like, oh shit.
That's what I thought too. I'm like, what? The fuck?
Oh, that was the intelligence roll for the drones. Alright,
Well,
let's
this
move
drone don't
over to
go up
here.
from down, apparently.
And it's gonna target Xavier regardless. Does not seem to note any potential danger of its weapon perhaps impacting a fuel line. So, hopefully it hits you or just misses horribly, because the middle ground is not where we want to be here. Alright, that is a horrible miss.
That would miss as well.
And yeah, that's pretty far off the mark. Next one will hop down and then 15, 20, 25, 30. My angle's really not good, but we're going to try some of the same. What's going on here? Why is the, I guess the playlist is just over. Alright, let's do something else. Okay, two more, or no, this one's actually got the, or nope, we used up all our ammo. And or, no we didn't, that's the other guy way over there, who still has two shots.
Two up at the top had used up all their ammo shooting at the
Alright,
Radmobile.
take our blop blop right there, and one more. Alright, bunch of missed attacks right there. And then this is the one that still has two shots left, because last round all it did was moved. Well, Necrotic ain't gonna do any good against that Radmobile. As far as we can tell, Ark is dead. So I guess that means Priya drew the short straw again. And we will indeed fire our last two antimatter shots in her direction.
Oh, come on.
And both of those will hit for another 22 points of necrotic damage
Dang
after
it.
your resistance.
I understand for you. I
This
understand.
one, half its movement to get back to its feet. Move. And then we're going to... we're going to action dash actually and get right up next to Priyu. And that will be our turn. Now we'll pass it over to Rala over here. Well, Ballard
I
just
have
goes
no idea what's
skipping
going
through-
on the roll 20
Oh, yeah.
screen.
He's just Ballard's just skipping all over the place.
Well then.
We're just gonna fast forward
Might
through.
be going on for a while. Sorry.
Well, as Ballard's happening.
Ballard
over there.
ran a half marathon while we were on break.
It's like Quicksilver.
What, you didn't see this coming?
I'm gonna take another potion of greater healing from Xavier.
All right. Yeah. 16 more HP.
That puts me at 15 greater potions of healing left.
Okay, yeah. With that, I think I'm gonna cast a spell. Specifically, Witch Bolt.
Which one are you witching?
Raider drone number 2.
Alrighty. Alright, that will hit. And we are immune to lightning damage.
Ooh, good to know.
Well, that's fucking bullshit. God damn it. Good to know. Good to know.
Thing's got some kind of ion shielding on it.
Man, I thought I was gonna do something really useful there.
That was a good try.
Absolutely. Solid logic behind it. Just turns out that whoever constructed this thing had the same thing in mind and created a counter to it.
Oh, I'll just end my turn for the time being since I can't do much else.
Alright.
Are you hiding down behind the pipes too?
Yep.
Well, BK is going to break out another one of these.
Yeah, is BK annoyed?
Oh, yeah, this sucks. Oh, fuck yeah!
That's
like that.
That's definitely not.
10d420.
No.
I like that. Yeah, we're going to count that as gospel.
I want some of them potions.
Alright.
If I kill him, do I get the potions from his bloodstream?
Oh, there we go. So 43. Okay. Well, let's will allow me to retort. For swipes once again. Wait, what was I gonna do with my bonus
Oh,
action
I'm a
last
raging
time?
thunderstorm force. I don't get nice, I get north.
Nope, none of that is happening. So
29 and 25 hit though.
yep, looks like a couple of
So
swipes there
9
for
and 8.
decent. And then we're gonna
So,
get
yeah,
fully
it's
back onto the
16.
map now. If I'm gonna die on my home ground. The Raider Captain is up, and yeah, we're looking right at Lovelar there, and we're gonna open fire with 3/4 cover. We're in fact gonna back off right here. So if you've got something in your hand while you're driving that is considered a melee weapon, you could try to retaliate.
Hey, I don't need a weapon. I took a Warcaster. What are you talking about?
Specific
So-
to the counter.
I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver.
Okay.
I'm gonna need an intelligence saving throw.
Oh dear, by
I
one.
love living. Okay, that's great.
Let's try 3 shots. 3/4 cover. And looks like all 3 of those will miss. Managed to duck down, and all 3 shots just go whizzing into the armored vehicle or through one window and out the other. And that's
He
all
just
we
leans
got
his
for
seat
there.
back as the laser blasts go flying past him.
Pretty much.
All right, so Xavier will pop back over to this side, looking at these 2 drones that are here. And I guess what I'll do, as my bonus action, I am going to change my damage type to Radiant.
Hmm.
And then I'm going to hit him with 2 Eldritch Blasts that will do Radiant damage, but it will also kick on my class ability. That adds my Charisma modifier a second time, basically, to the damage of one of them.
Ouch.
So, yeah, that would be 23, plus another 7 would be 30, plus, get that out of the way, 22 more, so that's 52 damage in total, and he gets knocked back 20 feet. Then I will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over to here, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. That's over to Kayla down here at the locked door.
So, if I'm gonna pick the lock, would I use the burglar pack or the thieves pack?
There should be a spot on the left of your sheet for Thieves' Tools, and that's what you're going to want to click.
May I make a quick, kind of meta-y suggestion?
Go ahead.
The Raider drone has direct line of sight if you let
That's
them
true.
free.
That's true. Alright, I'll wait to let them out until everyone gets the drones in place, so.
I hate yucking your yum. I'm so sorry, Puck, but
I don't care, it's fine.
Then what's the play for this round instead?
I'm just gonna wait and I don't know.
Well, if you're
We
moving
can
your
have that
dash, you
time.
can get around to the other side of the vehicle and shoot at the Burger King if you wanted.
Sure.
When you round the corner, you just see Bauer just looking up at him and him cowering like at him.
She could have also just flown over the truck, right? Because she's a...
Yeah, I could have done that. I don't know why I didn't do that, but it's fine. We're just gonna shoot.
So, just sticks right into his leathery flesh and he looks down on it as if he barely notices.
Cool. Could I take inspiration from my Lost Dice challenge?
Inspiration?
Yeah, don't I get inspiration for being a supporter or something?
Oh, yeah, not for the Lost Dice Challenge, though. Correct, yes. Each week you do
Okay.
get 1 inspo and 1 hero point, so you could do
Alright.
a reroll entirely if you wanted.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Oh! Getting shorted on the crit side there, so it's actually 9 damage, or ish. More than it shows. Ouch!
What is Puck's dexterity? I'm just curious.
$11.
Okay, I was just curious. Thank you.
No problem.
Alright, any additional movement there, or is that it?
Nope, that's it.
Okie dokie. Let's go back here to the Redmobile.
Fun. I'm gonna Misty Step out of here. And we're gonna do it 30 feet away.
Alright.
So right there is where I'm gonna move. Let me. Perfect. And then on this, on the twin sister who I've been trying to fuck up for a while, I am going to cast. Is it? Is it this one? Yes, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at it, or at her.
Well, geez Louise.
I believe you get 2 more beams.
Correct.
Yeah. Range spell attack. So.
Just a reminder / heads up, if you're doing attacks like that where it's the same thing multiple times, you can just up arrow and enter from the chat log and it'll repeat the last thing that you typed. That's a crit. And technically a lot more damage than that. 12, 15, another shot right there, 23 damage total. Now we're getting her.
Real quick, actually, it is not going to be that. I am going to transmutate spell it. Since it is fire damage, I'm going to transmute it to lightning damage.
Oh.
And I am then going to use divine. I'm going to use my channel divinity to deal max lightning damage for every hit.
Post it up.
Where is it? It's this. Destructive Wrath.
4. All right. We'll take it.
Hell yes.
That hurt. And she did not care for it.
Cool. I don't particularly, but I'm going to then move to here. I'm going to. Oh, cost an action. You think you got one more round for your night, Rala? Because I can help him out next turn.
You're gonna get one more what?
I just need one more turn and then I can help him out.
Hopefully, hopefully I should be.
Cool. All right. Then with that, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, over to Priyu. What do we get here?
I'm gonna be scary. I am going to cast Maw of Needles because this bro is like right here, right next to me, and I'm going to, instead of my normal snake fangs, I'm going to open my mouth and a whole bunch of needle fangs come out that look like thorns. They're gonna be super scary, and I'm going to attack ya boy here. this drone and chew on it, basically.
Gosh.
If I can just find the spell on my spell sheet, that would be wonderful.
Change this name of this spell to Cactus Jack.
That's exactly what I was.
The Queen of the Deathmatch.
Okay, so if it's not on my short list of attacks and spell casting, where do I go to click on for damage? Because it's not on my first page.
Alrighty. Motherfuck.
Because, like, I don't mind doing the spelling it out, but I'm curious. There's a couple. I have a whole bunch of spells, and not all of them are on my first page.
Might just be running out of room because there's so many spells. I don't know.
Entirely valid. I have like 30 spells.
Yeah, welcome to the freaking Silkus spells. Freaking shit. Or I need to have it super zoomed in to even be able to read any of them.
Oh, wait, I can cast it at higher levels. I completely forgot about that part of it. Oh, great. Here it is. Never mind. Thank you.
Alright, I put one in, but it doesn't account for higher level stuff. That's all going to have to be manual and
Okay.
what have you. That's another... fuck. When Roll20, when you level up, it treats it as a long rest. Not only for hit points, but it resets all your spell slots. So, Priyu is like running 100% right now on her spell slots, and I'm not confident that that's actually the case.
I've been marking them with the little red dot while I've been using them, so I haven't been changing any of the spell slots or doing anything aside from the ones that have marked red.
I think what Daniel is talking about is that we had that fight at the village first, and I know you used a couple of spells there, and we haven't had a long rest since then, which means you should be down a few spells already.
No, remember, Ballard spent one of their special points to give me a long rest because I wanted my spell slots back, and they were like, "Hey, yeah, I could do this for you."
Okay,
yeah,
then,
I
yeah.
spended one of my long rests that I had pre-purchased.
Okay, so she should be at full then at the moment.
Alright, so I see what you're saying there. I guess what I'm asking for is to also track the spell slots. Like you've got them shaded red, but at the top where it says slots remaining, I've adjusted that to account for the red dots that you've posted there, so that on a quick glance when I go to look at it, it makes a lot more sense.
Got it. Okay, that was the part that I was confused about. Okay.
Alright, so we got that, and we'll take that. And okay, anything else?
Your drone needs to do a dexterity saving throw, or else he gets spines stuck in his body.
Looks like we're good in that respect.
All right, goody. In which case, I grabbed this dude and I just chomped right into him with my cactus face, and I'm done for there.
Fuck. Okay. Alright. Let's go check out what's going on with Ark.
Hello. Hello there. This is Ark with the death save. That is a failure.
That does indeed drop you one down. For some reason the CPU usage is running super high right now, so audio's getting stupid. Don't understand why that's happening. Thought I'd fixed everything.
Ark has 1 strike, 1 ball.
Alright. A youngling is going to check if Ark has, or I'm sorry, if Lovelar has a potion that I can take.
Nope, I'm sorry, little guy.
Poor little guy's got to hang out with Xavier more.
Or if Youngling could ever actually catch up with Ballard, who has like 17 of each potion.
I was about the same.
Sorry, I'm trying to do some troubleshooting on the fly here. See what's running, taking up all my percentages. And yeah, seems to be mostly Firefox and Chrome, but I don't know why. This is all pretty basic stuff that my computer should be able to handle, so who knows? Let's go check in with Ballard over here and see if this is the end of the Burger King.
Aside from miracles of me missing, yeah, most likely.
Aha! Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, no, it did not.
Aha! That didn't work either. Oh, well, I had 38 hit points, so crunch. Yeah, his wounds are oozing out a nasty toxin that is very unpleasant to be near.
I just give like a roar shouting, and I turn around and see Puck, and just like run and just like super run past her.
Be careful with that flaming sword near the gas fumes.
I'm going to go ahead and use my boon of speed for the bonus action dash. That is that once used per long rest. And are these drones on the floor, or are they like they're not flying or anything?
Yeah, ground-based fighters.
Okay, cool. I'll run up to this one and then I'll slash into it.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that'll start getting it done. Oh yeah, in a big wave from full hit points to about a quarter of our total hit points.
And then that will be my turn.
Okay, well, the drones are up, And I guess we know who we're attacking here. We'll just start in that spot. Yeah, sure, we'll do a couple claw attacks here. Nothing doing. This one is up in Priyu's face. We're going to do some of the same. Of course, with much better results, ensuring that she, once again, is knocked unconscious. And we are...
I hate.
We are also holding on to the carcass of the snake. This one up here, we're going to step on over here and just aim around off the top of the storage container down here at Lovelar. Try and take a couple shots.
Oh, that saw me. Okay.
Of course, a miss and a natural 20 for 18 of your precious hit points there.
Fun.
And then there's this one. We are going to check our intelligence. Is the positioning correct? Is Xavier on this side of the pipe?
He is.
Alright, we're going to try and attack him for all the luck we had last round with it. Oh man. That is a little too close for comfort right there.
Yep, both of those miss.
One shot glances off of the pipe that you're standing next to, but does not otherwise damage it.
Okie dokie.
And Rala is up next, tucked safely away here on the backside of the Spike Mobile.
Okay. Don't want to get those people out just yet. Try to find a way to get those people out just yet. Had sense due to the drone still being out and whatnot, so I thought just hang in tighter there. We're gonna get you out eventually. As I go over to where the drones are. Alright. And cast a let's see, into fire, right? But psychic don't do any good?
Usually robots and undead tend to be, and constructs tend to be immune to psychic and necrotic damage.
Where fiable is.
It might be time for your force point here. Or did you already use that? I think maybe you did.
I already used that.
Yeah, we're just 2 points shy of the AC there.
I'll use one of my... Well, I'll use my weekly inspo for him.
That'll do the trick. Melt off a little more of this thing's carapace.
It's kind of a bit infuriating that I don't do too much damage, but what can you do?
Yeah, these things are rocking almost 130 HP at full value, so they definitely can take a pounding. The Raider Captain, after getting blasted by Lovelar there a few times, We will try... Yeah, we're gonna open fire on Levlar right here. Goodness gracious. Alright, well let's take this one at a time. 26 for 8 damage, leaves you with 1 HP. And then the second shot will drop you to 0, and then the third shot has disadvantage because you're prone, which will actually be a miss instead of a natural 20. So I think she just shot you down unconscious, but otherwise, same effect either way, even if that natural 20 had gotten through. And following that, we're going to just step over a little closer to the vehicle and use it to take cover from anything from the south angle coming at our direction. That will pass it over to Xavier.
Alright, well, I guess I'm focusing on this drone here, so I'm going to hit it with a couple of Eldritch Blasts. Again, they are radiant at the moment because I used my bonus action last turn.
Yeah. Both hit. 17 is the AC on the money.
And
This
then
might do it.
The first one would do an additional 7 damage because of my class feature.
That'll definitely do it. I think even without that, that was the day that was done. But we finally took out one of these damn drones.
Then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here. I believe I'm within 60 feet of Priyu, because she's down right now, right?
Yep, just didn't mark off the HP, but yep.
Okay, then I will use one of my healing light dice that I have. She regains 2 hit points. And then that is the end of my turn.
Okay, let's go back to Kayla here.
Alrighty, so I am gonna go back around the corner here and use my short bow or whatever it is to shoot at the radar drone near Ballard. And I'm gonna enact my flight so then I can just fly over.
Sure.
We're just gonna make it like 5 feet or something.
Okay.
Can I use my short bow from there to there?
Yes, indeed.
Cool. Do I get to use my hero point for this?
You could, but the number is too far out of reach for a 7. You would need to start like somewhere around a 10 or 12 for it to have a chance there, unfortunately.
No, that's fine. Then we'll just forget about it and yeah, we'll just chill there for a bit.
All right. Let's check in with Lovelar, who's now rolling death saves.
Also, my Discord completely cut out, and so did my Roll20. It was weird. I had to like restart everything.
Oh, damn.
I assumed that I was taken down. Can I go back, and since I was in the middle of crashing, can I say that I was using a reaction?
For what?
Divine Retribution. One reaction or casting time, one reaction in which you make a weapon attack. When you take when I'll just post it. I can't speak. It's fine.
Oh yeah, definitely. So go ahead and roll the damage. I'll roll the con save. Oh, finally a failed con save.
And I'm taking it. Am I taking it from both attacks or just the one that brought me down?
She actually shot you 2 times, and then that natural 20 was a missed attack because you were prone by that point.
The 21 was the one that took him down, though, right?
The 21
Yes, it would have
radiant is
been.
the one that dropped you. Yes, you had 1 hit point when you took that 21 radiant.
Cool. Just wanted to.
All right. So, but yeah, go ahead, roll your death save, and then we'll check in with Priyu.
There's that damage that they're going to be taking in radiant.
Oh gosh. All right.
As for my death save, oh god, everything got fucked up. My apologies.
And that's 1 in your favor. Okay, now we check in with Priyu. Grappled with 2 hit points.
Yeah, I am not exactly in the best position, but I greatly appreciate all of Rala's healing available. How am I grappled as a snake?
You mean Xavier's healing ability?
I do mean Xavier's healing, not Rala's. Sorry.
I don't have a single healing spell.
I appreciate Xavier's healing. I just can't speak either.
It's all good.
Are these things immune to poison?
That's a robot, probably.
I figured it would be, but you know.
Because she cast that teeth thing last round, it lasts for 1 minute without concentration. Does her going unconscious end it, or would she still have it up?
I would think the latter.
Oh, so I still have my spiky teeth. Cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. 1 minute's 1 minute. If you died, then maybe then it would go away because it probably specifies that it affects a creature, and by the time you're dead, you're considered an object. But while you're unconscious, you're still a creature.
Cool beans. I am going to just do a normal attack then. I'm gonna bite with the sharp and pointy teeth.
Very good.
How, I'm looking through my things and seeing how would I do this. Because I wouldn't be casting the spell again.
You still usually click the attack for that spell.
Okay. Oh dear. Come on, you. Sorry, I accidentally clicked it twice.
Well, that's okay, because the first one hits, and we will take the damage.
Yeah, and he has to do the he does have to, since I still have the spikes, he does have to do the dexterity saving throw to keep from getting spikes stuck in him again.
I think because, or yeah, I already made the save, so yeah, I do have to make that again. It's if I fail to save, it doesn't happen multiple times. Hey, look, we made the save again. Ooh, 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 a booty boo boo.
Yeah, I am done then.
All right, yep, you are grappled. Let's check in with Ark's death save here.
This is Dark. Bring you another save roll. Roll from the coast.
Oh dear.
That is another failure.
That is 2 in the hole. Youngling is running around all kinds of frantic, and let's action dash over to here and see if she's got a potion on her that we can take. She's stunned. Well, it's not every day you see a spider shrug, but this one does just that. And we're going to use the rest of our action dash. Get over there. Who broke the ground? And seeing as how half the party is unconscious and most of the enemies are dead, and we still got about 15 minutes left, let's push on with another work for me. There we go. Yeah, let's go over there. Check in with Ballard.
Yeah, this dude's gonna be real happy. I'm gonna go ahead and grappling appendage him as a bonus action.
Oh goodness, yeah, that's game over.
I figured. I'm just gonna run over his body and then rush up to this one and start swinging into it.
Alright.
And you have advantage. Woo.
Well, I wouldn't have
Oh, and it's a
advantage.
good
I'm not
thing.
in the flanking situation, but
Yes, you are with Bria.
well, yeah, technically loose length, but yeah.
Ow!
That's the last attack.
That's a day.
I just turn around and yell at Xavier and just be like, "What are you guys doing up there?"
Been blasting the bad guys. He gets telepathically in his head.
Not everybody has expert fighter with an extra die 12 stacked onto it. Maybe you should have been taking care of the smaller ones and letting everybody else focus fire the big one, then everybody wouldn't be dead. Or maybe the big one would have just killed all of them. You never know.
So that was 25. 70. So I'm able to get one into there, and that's where I'll end my turn.
Alright. Oh, let's check in with the Raider drone. There's all of one left. And what the fuck? What happened to my hit points? I wasn't dead.
Nope, you had a sliver left. I remember seeing that.
Oh, I see what the problem is here. Yep. It's attached to this one as well. They're sharing the same health bar, so if I drop one of them, it drops them both. Rookie mistake, Daniel. And actually, I think I had that much damage, or that much health left. A little bit less. Yeah, let's start shooting at Ballard. Why not? All of a sudden, the dice go to poop. And Rala is up. Everything's gotten a bit quieter over on this side of the combat.
All right, and in that case, I'm gonna start searching the bus here for a way for for a way to get them out.
Oh yeah, Puck is right over there as well, and it's definitely going to take a skill check with the thieves' tools, because this lockpick is pretty sturdy. Unless you got something that'll just cut right through it.
I don't, but I do have the thieves tools, so we'll
Beautiful.
I do have the undead Slayer dagger.
Oh yeah, that's not going to help. In the worst case situation, if you had absolutely nothing else that would work, you might rely on that. But given other options at hand, you might want to not chance damaging that dagger.
Not to mention that
Fair
dagger
enough.
should have been put in the pile of weapons when we disarmed up at the front.
Fair enough. I don't even have the dagger, so yeah.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, the only people who should have weapons are me because I went back to pick mine up, and Jax because I think he was picking
Right.
his up.
Yeah, everybody else has been
And
using spells, so that
technically
works out.
Xavier has a quarterstaff with him.
Yes, indeed. Okay, let's check in. Anything else for Ralla's turn?
I, actually, I wouldn't mind. I thought of an idea, but then I ran out of movement, so. Dude. So I guess I'll have to end my turn for the time being.
Alright. Well, the Raider Captain that got stunned by Lovelar's Divine Retribution will spend this round stunned, and then she makes her saving throw, as we can see there. No longer stunned for next round, if she even has a next round. Xavier is up next.
Okay, Xavier is going to move 30 feet to here. Xavier can see this Raider drone. He can also see Ark that is down. I'm not sure. Can he see Lovelar down as well?
Probably not with the storage container there.
Okay, then bonus action. He's going to use one of his healing lights on Ark. He regains 3 hit points. And then double Eldritch Blast with the repelling blast on the Raider drone number 1.
Alright.
And
And
that
that's
is
a
an
day.
additional 7 damage as well.
No more drones.
That is the end of my turn.
Alright, let's check in with Puck and a Thieves' Tools challenge.
Yes, okay, finally. Give me 1 second.
Alright.
Okay, so it's asking for an attribute. Which one would be the best one? Would it be dexterity?
It's usually Dex or Intelligence, whichever your rogue is more focused in. Theoretically, you can use any attribute as long as you can make a case for it in game, although using Charisma on a lock might be a bit of a stretch.
We're gonna use intelligence because
You gotta sweet talk the lock. What are you talking about?
it's
That's what
gonna
I was
be.
just going to say.
So my intelligence is a 13 and my dexterity is an 11, so I'm just gonna go with intelligence.
Very good.
Do you know how many times we've sweet talked our computers when they're not cooperating? Come on, man.
Mine's more of intimidation, but you know.
Whoa! Big time.
Oh, there you go.
That is going to crack
we
that
go,
lock
yeah.
right open. And
I
the
like
rest
that.
of your action to undo the chains. And once it's undone, Dita on the other side is gleefully helping unravel the chains, and by the end of the turn, the door is open and they can start moving out. Although, with the sounds of combat still, she is not in any great rush to do that, although she does kind of poke her head around just to see what she could see.
Sounds good.
And she looks over at Puck and just offers a grin and a heartfelt thank you. You have no idea how long they've kept us trapped in there.
I bet.
Let's check with Lovelar,
she's
who's
pretty.
also rolling a death save here.
Lovelar, if you can survive, if you can just not die, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna cast healing words on you. So
There's no way that I can die. I say that knowing full well that somehow luck will make it so that I die.
roll a nat 1 on your death save kind of thing.
Roll a nat
actually,
20.
Oh, hey, never mind. You
actually, I'm fucking up. Don't even worry about it, girl. I
Look
got
at
you.
that. Yep, natural 20. You regain 1 hit point. You're prone, so half your move to get
Single
up,
hit.
but otherwise you started to step into the light and then you turn around and you're just like, nah, I got more gas in the tank.
I just visualize Lovelar's laying there unconscious and all of a sudden just goes and sits right up.
So does this mean that I have an action and everything?
Oh yeah, you have your whole
sexy.
turn. You're just prone.
Yeah, we're gonna stand up. And just because I like blood magic, his like half moon is gonna like flicker, and blood is gonna drip out and coalesce in front of him, and he's going to cast Blood Scarab.
He used the word.
my.
He used the word in the thing.
Ah, and he's come on, 1 necrotic damage. Oh wait, I'm upcasting that.
What the heck? I was trying to read the spell description and it
It
decided I
always
couldn't do
happens.
that.
Oh,
never
for fuck's
works.
sake. Of course I natural 20 the saving throw. And
Aw.
natural 1 on the other side. Goodness gracious. Wow.
Can someone give him reverse inspiration?
Well, if either of you had the disadvantage on my roll.
I'm rolling. I'm upcasting it to level 2, so he needs to make another Constitution saving throw.
Huh?
Oh, never mind. It doesn't. I read the spell more. Nope, he saved.
Oh, right. Yeah, I see it. Jeez. All right.
Then I am going to use Hidden Step to go invisible. I'm not being targeted again. Fuck that.
How can I cast Cure Wounds on you if you're invisible?
We only have one guy left, and I don't quite trust the DM to be like, well, a stray shot hits Lovelar, so.
Fine, I'll move over here, and instead of healing you, I'm gonna heal Ark. Wait. Yeah, okay, Ark's not a construct. Never mind. I was like, I can't heal undead or constructs, so I can't heal Youngling if Youngling gets hurt, right?
Correct. But Youngling seems to have some kind of a self-restoration protocol anyway.
That's what I thought.
Seems kind of unkillable anyhow, though. So yeah.
I'm fairly certain everyone would riot if you actually killed Youngling. Alright, and...
Well, you can roll up the healing while Ark
come
is
on.
rolling up his turn, because he's right after that.
So I did Cure Wounds,
There's just
level 1. There you go, buddy. 6 points. Get you just a little bit of health back.
20 feet. Would that be enough, or
Oh, yeah. Plenty.
I
Okay.
love seeing these half-dead characters chasing after the last enemy.
A swing with the battle axe.
Ah!
Oh, dude. I'm going to use one of my disposable inspirations on that to make it the nat 20.
All right. That's
Oh
the
my
difference.
god.
That's the difference between hit and dead. And that ought to perfectly close out our initiative here. Just before we get too far into the conclusion. Oh, yep, we won't need to track the initiative. We've got a brief bit of exploration here. We're also going to have some RP and resolution coming into next session, but that's how we'll kick off next session. Yeah, in fact, let's hold off on this until next time around. It just makes more sense in the grand scheme of things. But there are a few handy items that will benefit some of you greatly in the combats ahead. So we'll be addressing that at the start of next session, as well as the resolution with our NPCs here. Hopefully everything goes well in that respect. We don't have to worry again about tracking anything for next time around. So that is 19 sessions here at this table with Coalescence Act 5. Next time around, we begin our 20th session, and I believe each table is slated to do about 35. So we are over the halfway point with this table, and again, we're kind of at a leveling out process point here as well, barring any unexpected additions to the annual subscribers list, or people redeeming Beskars for levels who haven't already done so, or again, unexpected hype trains. We're kind of at a leveling off process right here for the better part of the rest of the year. We do not have another level up scheduled until November, because we got our 2 level ups for spring and summer. We got them both last month with the completion of that accelerated XP challenge. That's why our characters all jumped from level 5 to level 7, but again, it's going to be a while before we see that level 8 mark, or for some of our characters, level 10, 11. But we will get there in due time, friends. That is only the start of the second half of Week 19. Up next, Tuesday night, it is the long-awaited return of J-Man's campaign, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, as the Bloody Coins saga continues. Going to be a few shifts in the table roster there, so be ready for that. And then Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, the final session of Week 19 of Coalescence Act 5, The Lost Jedi. We are going to find out something rather interesting, all things considered, how the Star Wars What If saga has gone for 20 years or so. This is a first. So we will address that over the coming days. Thank you very much, friends, for being here tonight for some RU gaming. And as you know, there's no RU without you. Have a good night.
Daniel, you got to figure out some way of adding 2 extra sessions in. That way we can have 37, not just 35.
You
He's got a
really
point.
want to piss me off. This is the kind of thing that just tickles my ball.
Thank you.